Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nyewichi Kwong. In case you're new, this is how I make my vision board for every year. Please subscribe. Alright, as we go, let's go ahead. So I usually start by looking at pictures on Pinterest, things that look like they inspire me. I usually start this almost 2 months or 3 months before the new year. Then after that is done, I usually just go and get my notebook and I'll write down things and my goals and all that. This is a book that I got custom made in Nairobi for me, and it has so many pages. I think I'm going to be having this book for a really long time. This is my vision board for last year. I tried to make it as specific as I don't have an idiom for that, but as specific as I want it to be. So so after I'm done with the pictures, I just go over to my notebook and I write down my accomplishments of the last year, everything that I had achieved, and that is the best thing that I have done for myself, because most of the time you usually forget like everything that you have done, and usually forget like how far and how much you have grown during that year. And I highly suggest that you guys should do the same. It just makes me feel so proud of myself, and it actually makes me feel like I'm growing, if that makes sense. So from there I go down and I write down my 2023 goals, or like the year's goal, and I try to be as specific as possible. As I said, I usually categorize my goals into 4. Is it 4 or 5? I think it's 4. I start by everything to do with God, then everything to do with my family, from my family to my business, from my business, it's either business or school, whatever works for you. And then from business or school, I go over to my personal life, because my personal really needs work as of right now. So so I start with everything that I want to do with God, and then from everything with God I do everything with my family, and then with my business or school or any other thing that's extra, and then I finish off with my personal life. Write them down as specific as you want them, like write in detail. Like, you want $1 million, how do you want the $1 million? Once I have written down what I need, I head over to Pinterest, and looking at my book and looking at my notes and my goals, I select pictures that make sense to that. If I don't find any, I'll just type at the search bar and I look for pictures that actually look like what I want. I download them, and then I put them in a folder. I either put them in a board on Pinterest, or I download all of them. But most of the times I usually just put them in a board on Pinterest, because sometimes it takes a while for me to create my vision board. So I like to put everything in one board and then go back to it. It's also important to have good inspiring music behind, the background, so you can work easily. So from there I head over to my Canva, and I put everything together and I make everything as specific as I want. Like this one, for this year I want to buy this camera, the Canon G7X. So I downloaded the picture, and then I put my picture inside the small thingy you guys have seen. Then now I just edit it overall, and then I make sure it looks nice. And really, this is just how I make my vision board, and then I just paste it everywhere. Let me know if you guys want me to do a more detailed video on this. I'm sorry this is so rushed, but I had made this video like a few months ago, and then I remembered that I didn't post it, and then I also remembered that I didn't do an outro. So this is it. Hope you guys have enjoyed, hope you guys have learned something. If you want me to do a more in-depth video, because I'm also doing a monthly vision board this month for March, let me know and I'll show you guys how I do it in detail.